Hello everybody from beautiful Springfield on a nice, beautiful, warm spring day. Today I want to talk to you about four areas. One is the market, and give you a little bit of update where we're at there. I'd like to talk to you about a couple of HR issues that we need to look at. Safety, again, is obviously always a concern. And then finally, I want to talk to you and give you a little bit of update about our Origo project, which is our SAP project that we're implementing here in the region. First, on the market, I want to thank everybody for a really great 2012. As most of you already know, we'd set some records in terms of what we were able to perform. We had good growth across the region, virtually in all the business areas, from Alpha to equipment, industrial crane products, industrial crane solutions, and at service as well. So again, great job by everybody, and actually some pretty demanding market conditions that were there. The first of this year, in Q1, service is still on an upward trend. Some parts of the equipment, specifically the R&M on the Alpha side, still continues good, strong growth. Industrial crane products had a pretty good first quarter as well. The heavy projects that we see in industrial crane solutions, they've slowed down a little bit. What does that mean? I think a lot of it's just, it's typical of that particular business. But again, through all of that, anytime when you start seeing any type of trend changes, it's always important to watch cost. I mean, even in great times. But right now we just need to be very conscientious of what that market's going to bring. But overall, I'd say the market's been reasonably the same over the last probably 24 months. At least in our region. Latin America continues to do and grow quite well, especially in the sales side. We had a great order book, some really nice projects. Orders are a little bit flat right now, but again, that's compared to last year where we had some really tremendous, tremendously large projects, the OSS project being one of them. There are a lot of nice projects that are in the sales funnel that we have high hopes for. So overall, I guess the message, profitability, by the way, was we continue to do a pretty good job improving our profitability. We want to stay there. We do have a good order book, but we want to get those orders in-house as quick as we can as well. In our service group, we still have a need for field service technicians. That will obviously help stimulate growth even further than we currently have. We have initiated a contract with a company called The Right Thing that's going to help us recruit not just field service technicians, but hopefully do a lot better recruiting across the board, taking some of the manager's time that's being spent, which is, that's a laboring event no matter how you look at it. But hopefully we can take some of that off of our management team that's doing that recruiting and then interviewing, and improve the process that we have today. So most of you already know about The Right Thing and what they're doing. So we're getting some fairly favorable, let's say, immediate results. So keep that in mind when you're out there, and maybe you run across somebody that's looking for a job, especially in that field service technicians. Point them our direction. A couple other topics I want to talk to you from the HR side are two. Okay, one is our TPP, our review process. If you haven't got them done, please get them done. This is very important. This is your time to communicate, between each other, so we know what our expectations, what our targets are for 2013. But it's a time to review, and in some cases we don't thank enough, our people. And it's a time to thank them. At the same time, make sure you get good communication, two-way communication during this review process. But we are falling behind our reviews compared to other places around the world. And this is something this region doesn't do. We lead, we don't follow. And we need to make sure that we're getting these reviews completed. So if you haven't done so, I'd ask you to get these done ASAP. They were supposed to be done by the end of the first quarter. So please, again, if you haven't got them done, take the time today, sit down with your employees and complete those. The next topic I'd like to talk to you about is our employee shared savings plan. The new enrollment period begins May 9th, lasts to the end of the month, May 31st. Even if you are a participant in the current plan, you must re-enroll. Those that you haven't, again, there's a process that's described in this booklet here that's available through our HR group, and you'll be getting copies of. This is an area that you decide how much that you would like to purchase and how much you would like to taken out of your check. Again, it's an opportunity to actually become an owner of the company. Last year was the first year of this, and I can remember a lot of people came up to me and actually missed the date. We were able to get a little bit of an extension, but we're not going to be able to get an extension this year, and only because last year was the first year and it wasn't communicated, quite frankly, that effectively, and we admit that. This year we've done, I think, a little bit better job. So you have a short window there to enroll. Again, May 9th to May 31st. Even if you're enrolled, you must re-enroll. You can change your holdings. You know, you can add or you can reduce them, whatever you want to do. And again, if you haven't, all right, that's the point in time that you can decide how much you want taken out of your check each pay period and apply towards that. So I encourage everybody to take a look at this. I think it's a really good program, and talk to some other people, you know, in the company that may have taken advantage of it and see what they think about it. The next topic I want to talk to you about is safety. This is a topic that's very dear to my heart, and hopefully it's dear to yours. We continue to make good strides in our safety program. We've added resources to actually ensure that we're doing the right things that are out there, and I'm very happy to say on the service side, there's been a significant reduction in some of the incidents that we've had. This year at our regional sales meeting in Washington, D.C., we recognized more than half of our service locations that had 0 incidents. So we know we can do this. We know that we can do that. I also want to just make special recognition on Ohio Valley and their success this year as the top safety award that was given this year. So again, this is an area that had some issues, and I'm happy to say these things that have been corrected. We need to continue that momentum. Now on our vehicle accidents, I can't report such good numbers. We actually, in terms of numbers, are up a little bit. Now we've got more miles driven, and people can say as a percentage, but that's not what counts. What counts is the number of incidents that are there. We need to reduce these to 0, across the board. Our factories, unfortunately, last year wasn't a story to write home about. We had an increase in incidents across our factories. So far this year, through the first quarter, we're starting to make some pretty good gains. Some of the actions that were taking place. So I'd encourage everybody at the factory level to be careful. There's a lot of near hits. This is the thing that typically will lead to something more catastrophic. We have to have a 0 tolerance, on people that don't want to work safe, and we're going to have that. All right. So you're given safety protection gear for a reason, and that's to protect yourselves. And I'm imploring each and every one of you to not only wear yours, but also help the person next to you. If you see them now without their safety glasses, without the hard out when it's needed, hey, go over and nudge them, tell them to get them on. All right. We need to reduce all of our incidents to 0, and nothing less can be expected in this company. So again, I'm imploring each one of you to continue to work safe. We want you to return home every night, safe to your family. The last topic I want to talk to you is our Origo project. What this is it's an implementation, and deployment of SAP. We have teams that have been working now for better than, almost 2 years on this project. At the same time, they've continued to do their existing jobs and work. The first thing I want to do is thank each and every one of you individuals that have been doing that. The hard work that you've done did not go unnoticed. All right, I appreciate everything that you've been doing and you continue to do. And I hope that others out there that weren't on that team, I hope you recognize the sacrifices that these individuals have made to make our company better, to make your jobs better, and give them a pat on the back. Today, we've got nuclear that's been deployed. We have the Watertown manufacturing facilities have been deployed. We have our parts group that has been deployed. We have Industrial Crane Solutions, which has been deployed here in the U.S. Currently, the biggest wave is ongoing this month. All right, it's Industrial Crane Products, it's KHA, ACC, it's R&M, it's Stahl. This is the biggest deployment and probably the most complicated one that we've went. Like any project of this nature, there can be there can be issues with it. And I would ask for some tolerance from the people in the field. As you can see, this KHA is the heart, okay, of our distribution here in Region Americas. And I know that that team is working diligently to try to reduce anything that could create a conflict out in the marketplace. But at the end of this, what are we going to get after this investment? Well, hopefully improved quality, improved delivery, all right? And everything about our organization, it's more seamless, okay? Meaning that there's a visibility so people in the front line can actually see where the products are staying, okay, at the factory. Are we on time? Okay, are there complications that'll be there? So that visibility just won't be at the factory level. It'll be through the organization. So once again, I want to thank everybody. Wish you luck in the continued deployment of this as we go through this month, and stay on top of it. And again, appreciate everything you're doing.